What's going on, everyone? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV. And following the victory over Crystal Palace on the weekend, we've got another very high profile game coming up this Tuesday night against Besiktas in the first stage of our Champions League qualifying game. Now, I can honestly say I don't know all that much about Besiktas, but looking at some of the other teams that we could have drawn, the likes of Bilbao, I've got to say I think this draw has been relatively kind to us. Besiktas, not one of the most renowned teams around Europe, but Turkish teams, they're certainly becoming a lot bigger around the world. We did face a Turkish side last season in Fenerbahce and we easily swept them aside, beating them 5-0 on aggregate. And you've got to take into account that Fenerbahce, I think they finished about 12 points above Besiktas, so that really tells you a lot about their league. I do think we should be beating Besiktas rather comfortably, in all honesty, but what my main concern is, travelling over there in their very hostile atmosphere is going to be something completely different for the players. Although maybe they should get a taste of that. We saw a taster of Galatasaray fans when they came over to London in the Emirates Cup last season. Fenerbahce fans, of course, that was another very hostile stadium, and we managed to put 3 goals past them there against a very daunting crowd. So hopefully we'll do that again. I'm really looking forward to this game. Besiktas, they've got a former gunner in their ranks in Özyakup. This was a kind of player that he doesn't really strike fear into me, but he never really cuts out Arsenal. He has seemed to establish himself in the starting 11 at Besiktas. I think he's got a nice healthy amount of appearances there, and he's proved himself to be a key player. But the obvious player, the obvious danger that they've got is Demba Ba in their team, bringing him in from Chelsea, where he never really was able to make a name for himself. He's gone to Besiktas, he's scoring goals for them. He was part of the team that dismantled Feyenoord for them to get where they are in this qualifying game. And just brushing over that, they beat Feyenoord 5-2 on aggregate, I believe. Fantastic result for them. Feyenoord, probably a more renowned team around Europe compared to Besiktas. They are a very good team in the Dutch league, and yeah, a very good result for Besiktas. They're certainly one that wasn't on the cards, not one that a lot of teams expected, but they did play admirably to get where they are. So the thing is with Besiktas, they're by no means expected to get anything out of these 2 games. So they're going to go into it with absolutely zero pressure on them whatsoever. They're going to play, I would expect to play a kind of free, fluid style of football, but they're going to throw absolutely everything at us to try and get a goal. Their priority for us tomorrow night, they're not going to want us to concede. They're not going to want to concede themselves, and they're going to want to score against us. It's going to be a really entertaining game to watch, in my opinion. They're going to be giving everything against us, and I expect us to be giving the exact same against them. Looking at Arsenal, first bad bit of injury news. Kieran Gibbs been sidelined for 3 weeks. Wenger confirmed that this evening in his press conference. Don't really know what to make of this. He's going to miss games such as Everton away, which is a big loss for me. Leicester away, but he should be back for that game against Man City, which is a huge bonus. Thank God he's not out for any longer, because we've got some big games coming up in September, and it would have been a huge blow to miss him. I don't think we're going to miss him too much. Monreal, of course, will come into the team. I thought he played admirably against Crystal Palace. Hopefully, and it is a big if really, if he can keep some form of momentum going, and he's going to need that for that game against Everton, because I remember when we went to Everton last year, we played Monreal and he was absolutely horrific in that game. So if you can have a good performance tomorrow night and then bring that into that game on Saturday against Everton, should I say, that's going to be really good for his confidence especially. I'm expecting to see a rotated lineup from Arsenal. Lineup off the top of my head, I'll go with Szczesny in goal, Debuchy, Chambers, Koscielny, Monreal, Arteta, Ramsey, Sanchez, Wilshere, Campbell and Giroud. That's a team that is full of pace and power. Should be really good bombing forward. I'm really excited to see Joel Campbell, if he does play in this one, which he really should be starting this one with no doubts about it. He's proved himself in the World Cup. He deserves to at least start this game. If not this one, then the second leg. Fantastic World Cup, like I said. When he played for us in that 5-1 mauling of Benfica in the Emirates Cup, he was fantastic again there. I really want to see him start this one with him and Sanchez on the wings. It's going to be absolutely full of pace. I wouldn't actually mind seeing also Chamberlain deployed on either of the wings, maybe give Sanchez a rest, maybe not to risk him in this game. But of course, I'd be happy with any lineup that started really. Giroud, I hope he gets a few goals in this one. I thought he played okay against Crystal Palace. Certainly did play a big part in the goal he scored, and hopefully he'll bring some form of momentum into this game. I have dropped Cazorla purely because I thought he looked incredibly jaded against Crystal Palace. I don't want him to be getting overtired. We're going to need him in that game against Everton if we haven't got our German players back by then. So that's my team lineup. Score predictions, probably go with a 3-0 win to Arsenal. I think it's going to be tough, but I think once we've got 1 goal, it's going to be fairly easy to score a couple of goals. Anyway, leave your score predictions in the comments box below. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV and my own channel, AFC Game by Game. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.
Get the Arsenal Fan TV app, available on Apple and Android now.